Ontario's finest Macintosh and Honeycrisp apples tossed in a salted spiced brown sugar caramel sauce topped with a sweetened butter pecan and rolled oat crumble. Seriously, we are peaking over here with these autumn-friendly apple cinnamon vibes. It's our crispy caramel apple crumble recipe. This delicious dessert recipe has been a long time coming. It took us a while to figure it out and test it to perfection. It is really fabulous, and better still, only 4 steps. We're gonna prep the apples, toss them in a salty caramel sauce, do a topping of crunchy, crumbly pecan, oat, and brown sugar, then bake until toasted and bubbling. Apples, sauce, topping, bake. Wait, there's a 5th step too, where we get to enjoy it, but I better show you how to make it first. Let's go. Let's start with the stars of this show, Ontario apples. Look for the Foodland Ontario sign when you're buying. Remember, good things grow in Ontario. Today I'm using a combination of Ontario Macintosh and Ontario Honeycrisp apples. The recipe calls for 3 pounds, so measure a bit more since we're going to be peeling and coring them. Give those apples a rinse under cool water, then peel, then we're off to a cutting board. Notice the chop. Bite-sized 1/4-inch chunks. I love the mix of 2 varieties, boosts the flavor and the texture. The prepared apples go into a big bowl. Add the juice from half a lemon, toss to combine. Now we're doing a combination of a crisp and a crumble topping. Think of this as a 2-for-1 special. Into a medium bowl, 1 cup of rolled oats, that's the crisp. Also half a cup of oat flour, that'll make the topping crumbly. Then add half a cup of dark brown sugar, half a teaspoon of ground cinnamon, 1/4 teaspoon of kosher salt, half a cup of chopped pecans for some nuttiness, 2 spoons to toss together. Then we're adding half a cup of butter. It is cold. We're gonna toss to coat the butter, then clean hands, fingers go into the bowl and we rub. Kinda like making a pie dough. Keep rubbing until the ingredients are, crumbly. It is a crumble after all. Perfect. Set them aside. Next step, because we're close to assembling, turn your oven on to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. The rack is in the middle position. Also take an 8 by 11-inch baking dish. We're gonna grease it with butter. Set the dish to the side. Last step is to make a salted caramel sauce. Let's go to stovetop. Small saucepan, moderate heat, 4 tablespoons of butter, melt. Then add a 1/4 cup of cornstarch, stir it in. We're looking for smooth. Then we're gonna add 3/4 cup of dark brown sugar, stirring until bubbling and melting. Then we sprinkle and stir in 2 teaspoons of cinnamon plus 1 teaspoon of kosher salt. Stir to combine. Finally, 3/4 cup of apple cider. I like to add it little by little, and then when it comes to temp, the caramel sauce thickens. You're gonna be able to remove it from the heat. Remember that bowl of apples? Add the caramel sauce. Look how sticky it is. It's just like a caramel apple. Toss gently but thoroughly, then transfer the apple mixture to the buttered baking dish. Our final step is to add that crumble topping. Spread it out evenly across the entire surface. I always bake this dessert on a foil-lined baking tray. I've never had a bubble over, but you never know. Into the oven it goes. We're baking for 40 minutes. Look, when we take it out of the oven, the topping is crisp and toasted and crumbly, and yes, those apples are all bubbly. Let me just say this, your entire cottage or house is gonna smell like apples, and we absolutely love that. Now, time to try. I let the crumble cool for 15, then into attractive bowls. I use glass so you can see the depth of this scrumptiousness. Look at those chunks of apples coated in that buttery salted caramel sauce. And then the crisp bits and the crumbly bits and the oats and the toasted pecans. But wait, of course there's more. How could we not serve this crumble without a scoop of vanilla ice cream? One tiny little tip, when you put the vanilla ice cream on top, tell your guests to wait for just 1 minute. Gives that ice cream a chance to melt in a little bit, and then, that first spoonful will surely deliver. This crispy caramel apple crumble is outstanding. Good news. Full recipe is up at weekendatthecottage.com. When you're visiting our website, please subscribe to it. Look for this recipe and tons more on our dedicated YouTube channel. You can subscribe to it as well. Don't forget, give us a thumbs up and drop us comments if you like this video. And then finally, when a dessert is this sensational, take a picture of it. Post it on your favorite socials using hashtag weekendatthecottage on Pinterest, Instagram, and Facebook. It's our crispy caramel apple crumble recipe. Ooh, vanilla ice cream, 2 kinds of apples, brown sugar, crisp, crumble, nuts. This dessert has it all, trust me. Oh my God. I'm completely covered in goosebumps. Look at me. Amazing.